I'm kind of nervous about starting this vlog. People will know what I do in my spare time. They'll know some of my mini thoughts, and in a way that's kind of cool, but in another it's absolutely terrifying. The way this works is I record little bits of my day, and then I write down my thoughts in a little journal. My thoughts are legitimate thoughts that I had throughout the day, some of which happened within the filming. But this is an experiment just to see if I can push the envelope on what the vlog can actually be. Every entry is going to be different, and it's a week-long thing instead of a daily thing. I record every day, and then I'll compile it into one video every week. At least that's the idea. Just be prepared for whatever. One thing that I know that is going to be hard to do with this vlog is I'm pretty terrible at keeping up with journals, so I don't know how often I'm actually going to be writing things, because I do it consistently for a couple of days and then I just stop. And the same thing goes with the footage. Like, I'll do something and then, fuck, should have recorded that. This sounds like I'm reading things. I guess you could say that I'm a morning person. The first thing I do when I wake up is I open the window. I open the blinds, or the curtains, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And I love breakfast. Breakfast food is the best. And I love coffee. The hardest part is getting out of bed for me. I make my bed most days. It's a responsibility that I was given as a child, and it always bothers me on days when I wake up in a rush and I don't make my bed. It's always in the back of my mind until I get back, and it's either I stay out the rest of the day so I don't have to look at it, or I come back and make it immediately. Monday evening I needed to go out and get a time lapse for my video The Deadline, which I'll put a little note so you can watch it if you'd like. But I needed to get time lapse, and it was a nice time for me to reflect on the day. Beautiful sunset. I asked a couple of friends if they wanted to join me because I wasn't really in the mood to be alone, but that ended up being the case. Sometimes you may not realize it, but loneliness is needed in life. You need to learn how to be alone and be okay with it, because at one point or another, you're going to be alone. Later that night, I watched the movie Drive for the first time. It's not very often that I watch a movie that changes the way that I think about cinema, but Drive was one of those movies. Everything came together to make this beautifully sculpted, however long the movie is. I loved the cinematography. It's something that I'm going to be referencing to for the rest of my fucking life. I was not in the mood for my 9 a.m. class. I actually didn't even want to go to my afternoon class either. I had been editing The Deadline, and I was determined to get it done on Tuesday, as I did. Class ended up being a complete waste of my time all day. My afternoon class only lasted 20 minutes. So I didn't write anything down for Thursday, so I don't really know what happened other than within the class that I recorded things in. But we had to record Foley sounds for some film, and me and a friend kind of wandered around. It's acting class. We got the sounds that we needed, and then we started playing around after Dan showed up.
Rolling.
We got
Which one
4.
number 4. All right, tell me whether this is a myth or a fact.
And I ended up watching Drive later that night.
Sun comes up and rises high. It's so hot, it's gonna make me cry. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Temperature rising, rises to my heart, to the roof, yeah, to the bone.
Started the day off with a couple cups of coffee. And then after that, I spent the day in the library with one of my very best friends. And it was a magical day today. It was one of those days that didn't really feel real. It went on and everything was beautiful. Even more beautiful than yesterday. But probably not as beautiful as tomorrow. These next couple of weeks coming up here at school are going to be rough. Got finals week and a whole bunch of projects due. So sadly, I won't be doing another vlog entry until after school. But after that, then it's game on.